Hey everyone, this is my reaction to the second episode of Majo no Tabitabi. And I am ready to get into the show, so let's just do that. 3, 2, 1, play. But there's only one you. Filthy casuals, got it. Who are very good at slamming doors, by the way. Calling yourself beautiful. I mean, she's not wrong. Wow, that is some high praise. Mind blown. And our opening. The Journey of Elena. I don't remember if we got it last time. I don't think we did. I'm pretty sure we did not get it last time. So I'm just gonna watch it. Oh wow, that is a field of flowers if I've ever seen one. It's a little cute little walk she's doing there. Good thing I have this hat for rain protection. I don't know why she took it off, because you kind of lose your rain protection. So it's a... Never mind. Gonna race the birds. Show them what it really means to fly. That's just asking to get just crash into with your broom all those laundry lines. Who is she connecting fingers with there? There's like a pinky promise there. That's interesting. Okay. The Land of Mages. Mahotsukai no Kuni. But how does it compare to Hoseki no Kuni? That's the real question. Glad to be here. Fair enough. Let's go. Yeah, that's really all the identification we need. Let's just go on in. And yeah, this is definitely a magic mage city. I don't think there's any doubt about that now. Are there any like traffic laws here that we should be aware of? That would just be so cool, being able to fly like everywhere. Oh no, is something happening? Oh no, she's gonna crash into us. Wow, was that an accident or an attack move? Because that was an excellent attack. Also an excellent accident, whichever it was. Well, oh god, she's bleeding. That really was a nasty fall. We really should put something on that. Yeah, you did just kind of freaking pile drive, screw, whatever, her into the ground. Yeah, you should do something about that. Are you? You're gonna fall over, aren't you? Yeah, let's go to the nearest hospital. You're lucky you accidentally assaulted a very kind witch. Just take it. Yeah, I mean, it is an injury. Ooh, the sparkly particle effects. So this should be pretty quick, right? Just stick them all together like Legos. Nobody will be the wiser. Like nothing ever happened. Yeah, just completely undoing the damage. Very useful magic. Oh, can we heal her wound the same way? Like Odihime style? Yeah, who needs a hospital in a magic country? Anyway. You're welcome. That'll be $7.95. Yeah, please don't crash into anyone or anything else while I'm gone. We should at least ask her name. Well, I wonder if she'll be important at all. It's alright. Let's not expect that. She still has a high opinion of herself, doesn't she? Well, that's a no. Why not? Is it my hat? I can get a different hat. Well, this is not exactly the respect we were expecting. Is she just not high rank enough? She's new? Or... Yeah, I'm getting flashbacks to episode 1 with all this door closing. Maybe we'll end up staying with that one girl. Man, if they reject us, that's gonna be a hit to our self-esteem. If it even opens. Oof. Well, that's cool. It's like the entranceway is downstairs. I always like that in an establishment. That looks like her. I think that's a girl we met earlier. So I guess we'll finally work things out. There's no way she would possibly reject us, so... She owes us. I'm not here. I'm not here to kill you. Calm down. Okay, you need to chill. Yeah, everybody else just told me to just go away, so I'm getting kind of desperate. I'm glad I could do that. Did you explain why everybody else turned us away? I mean, yeah. Saya. Okay, I can remember that. I mean, I could think of a few things. As expected of Elena. Elena. There's an A there, yeah. Oh, she lost her thingy. Is that why? Is that why they didn't let her in? I didn't even notice. That makes sense. That difference in treatments it makes sense now. We really should have like a tracking magic spell on it or something, right? Why wouldn't we have that? We can reverse freaking time. We can put a GPS tracker on our brooch. Although more importantly. Fran, yes, that was her name. I didn't forget that. Yeah, we need to find that. Like, as a priority. I'm listening. Oh, I see quite a blush there. Where is this going? I know where it's going in my head. Well, we can't be picky about where we stay. Well, it's too late now that you got dressed. Just kidding. Okay, so she's struggling. That makes sense. Yeah, Doug is a... I really never heard of it. You need to brush up on your Japanese culture, clearly. Wow. Yeah, yeah, definitely. Like, wow. Of course, East Japan, gotcha. The classic not Japan in a fantasy setting, you know? Definitely not a genius like you. Ah, okay. I see. Yeah, that's got to sting a little bit. Getting Space Brothers flashbacks. And who better to ask than a wonderful witch like you, Elena? Not a lot of time, but we should be able to manage something. What if Saya has had the brooch the whole time and keeps it as an excuse to keep her here? I was just about to say, does it have an S ring to it? But she way beat me to that. Yeah, of course, always a written exam. Yeah, that's probably a bit more difficult. Non-lethal, I'm glad they specified. Still doesn't seem too impossible. But yeah, it would be stressful for sure. Ouch, but if that's how it is, that's how it is. That means it's not 0, which means we have a chance. We just gotta do our best. That's asking a lot. I mean, she crashed into you as your introduction, so got a long way to go. No, I'll do my best. Yeah, nothing you can say to that. Yeah, you're adroitly, you do that. I thought she was gonna hit that tree for a second. And Saya probably is going to hit a tree at some point. Or a rock, or the ground. Hopefully not, though. Oh. That's actually quite scary. I don't know if I could do that. Just don't get yourself killed. Okay, it didn't go too bad, actually. That was actually much better than I expected. So yeah, what's the problem? She doesn't seem that bad here. Did she just get nervous? Like performance anxiety, you know? Elena, the mama bird. It's a good question. We got cheese. This is how kings eat, I'm pretty sure. I'm glad Elena's already making a new friend. You don't like mushrooms? Well, I'm not the biggest fan of mushrooms either. If you don't eat your mushrooms, how could you become a witch? Nah, given the opposite lesson she got. Oh no, just shoving all the mushrooms in her face. Or sticking it in her bowl, rather. Yeah, that's unpleasant. But she's doing it. She's got the determination. Just don't choke on the mushroom. Elena, just the sadist, enjoying all of this. Pretty sure I had a similar spelling Genshin Impact. And I use it in a similar way. Clever, yes, must correct. It is so interesting seeing her in the role of sensei rather than student, like we got last time. Yeah, Sasuke got this girl we barely know. Oh. Oh. Yes, ma'am. I'll do my best. It's getting pretty hot in here. I think your aim was a bit off. Not that I blame you. I don't think I could fire straight like that either. I mean, obviously, I'm pretty sure somebody picked it up. Do you know where it is now? What was with that laugh? Sticky. Do you want a bribe? Yeah. Can you speak up? I couldn't hear you over the background music, if that's even what that was. It was very brief. You want to sleep together? I think I'm okay with this. I mean, it's fine. Small bed, that's not a deal breaker. Quite the opposite. Elena, best sensei. And man, she looks great, doesn't she? Like, all the time. And yeah, we are doing this. Gonna scoot a little bit closer. Hey, don't be leaving me yet. Maybe bed-related things? But yeah, she is on a journey at the end of the day. She's gotta... Wow. She is quite forward. Iro Nakoto, you say. She knows. Yeah, I figured. From the start. So there's some kind of long con? Good question. So that's what that was related to. Gotcha. Okay, give us the real backstory. So yeah, I guess it was right. I talked about whether or not that I talked about how it looked like a deliberate attack before, right? Like, I wasn't sure if it was a deliberate attack or an accident because the way it looked, but apparently it really was a deliberate attack. But why? You gotta try though. Why'd you choose her specifically though? Oh, ow. Ow. The importance of loneliness. Here's a hat. Do your best with it. I'm pretty sure she has 2 hats. And now that we have matching hats, we will always be together in a sense. You're gonna make me tear up, Elena. Isaiah. Really can't be mad at her. What else happened? Excellent blow. And back to bed. They switch positions. Wow, she really did snuggle closer. Oh, Saya. Show love those time skips. How much time do we have left? Oh, not much at all. And she's got her hat. I look forward to that. Really was not expecting Elena to meet, you know, a potential wife on her, like, day 1 of her journey. Well, it's not literally day 1, but, you know, episode 2. That was something. That was quite the second episode. I wasn't quite sure what to expect with this show, and this episode, I did not quite expect this episode. I think I've seen some people compare it to Kino's journey a little bit, and I got a couple of those vibes in the episode, a little bit. Especially when they had the reveal of kind of the bit of the con she was doing. It felt like Kino's journey to me after that. Although I only ever watched, like, the remake, you know. In fact, I think I reacted to that on the channel back when, you know, back when I sucked at reacting. But I think it's somewhere on the channel. And no stinger. Okay. Okay, where's my cursor? There it is. That was the second episode of Majo no Tabitabi. So, yeah, she made her way to the land of mages, I think they called it. You know, Mahotsukai no Kuni. And, you know, right out the gate, she's obviously treated very well because she has the fancy brooch. She's a full-fledged witch. She's, you know, she's up there. She's not like some girl that's still struggling to become an apprentice witch. You know, that's quite a bit below on the totem pole than her. For sure. And I probably should have figured out much sooner that she lost her brooch, because, you know, the treatment she was getting was just weird, right? When she was trying to find a place to stay. It was such a stark contrast to what we got at the beginning. I should have put that together much more quickly. I just thought it was something like maybe they weren't big fans of her sensei witch, and maybe that was an issue. That was the only theory I actually had in my head at the time. I wasn't quite sure what was going on, but once we found out the brooch was missing, everything just kind of clicked together. right? So we did actually meet a new girl this episode, which was, of course, one of the biggest things about it. And I want to watch the impact again on my end, because yeah, we have Elena just kind of flying, and then suddenly we hear like a scream from a distance. She's going straight towards her, obviously very, panicky, and boom, we have the impact, and then immediately like grabs onto her and does this like spiral downwards. Like, it looks so much like an attack here. Just like hit 2 different roofs on the way down. And yeah, that lady did see the impact. Okay, so yeah, she would see that she took the brooch. Okay, that makes sense. That makes plenty of sense. But that was a bold strategy. If this was deliberate, like, she hurt herself here. I mean, it was healed with magic, so it's not that big of a deal. But she straight up hurt herself here. So, yeah, that was a bold plan. I mean, I get it, I definitely get it. Like, I tried to bring this up too much because I don't like to just say the same thing over and over again. But yeah, Elena is just gorgeous, like, immensely, in anything she wears. Like, her normal witch outfit, when she wears a bed, just amazing. Like, if you spot her and you're looking for, somebody to just develop a relationship with, I can see how she could be the target. Like, I don't think she ever elaborated why she specifically chose Elena, but I think that's just all there is to it. And that's more than enough reason, if I'm being completely honest. That is more than enough reason. So, yeah, we fixed the roof, fixed the injury. We got all the rejections of the potential hotels until she eventually made her way to Saya. And if Saya knew that this would happen, without a brooch, this would be the only place she could possibly go that would accept her. I gotta say, that was pretty 5-head, big brain, 200 IQ strategy. Like, this is pretty well played by Saya. Like, morally, her actions weren't very good, but pretty smart. Like, honestly, now that I'm actually like looking at the whole episode through this new perspective from the new information I got, pretty smart cookie. Pretty smart, honestly. Like, she really played Elena pretty well. I mean, at some point, Elena figured out what was going on, but for a while she didn't. I don't think she knew anything about what was going on until the random lady straight up told her about the brooch and other stuff. But yeah, until then, yeah, she was playing her pretty well. Honestly, it's pretty impressive. And Elena didn't question things too much because she was kind of happy to be in this, teacher kind of role. She was having fun with it and help somebody, right? And of course she had Saya. From her perspective, Saya was this nice girl that gave her a place to stay when nobody else would. So, obviously from both sides, it was a nice, productive, positive, mutually beneficial relationship. You get Elena, who has a place to stay, and also, new friend, and Saya has somebody to teach her. Right, that's how it looks from Elena's perspective, right? But things became a bit different over time. Like, it becomes pretty clear over the course of time that, yeah, Saya wants to deepen this relationship. Sneaking in there with the keys when she's in the bath. A lot of the blushing, wanting to sleep together, got some pretty good embracing kind of assistance during that one spell with the apple tree. Like, you could tell pretty easily that Saya wants this to go as far as it can go. She wants that companionship. So, yeah, I think I guessed pretty early on that she took the brooch. I just didn't know the full story, about why or whatnot. It made sense to me that she had the brooch, because when I try to think of any other alternative about what happened to the brooch, nothing else made sense narratively. Like, it's kind of metagaming it, I guess, but it just made sense to me. The only logical explanation would be she found it. I mean, what else would it, but was hiding it? What else would make sense? Like, one day during training, she finds it next to a barrel. Like, that would not be interesting at all. Like, this is really the only thing that could have happened. So, I really wasn't too surprised at all, really. But I mean, I was still only like half sure on it, Still, I can't say I was like positive on it or anything like that. But yeah, we had the scene where she wanted to sleep with her, and that's when we really got into her backstory. Like, she's obviously better at magic than she was letting on. She had her whole sister thing that she was feeling, inferior to, just feeling lonely and having Elena. I keep wanting to call her Majo, even though it's not her name. It just means witch in Japanese. Elena, somebody that she could bond with, and that's what she wanted. And she was making pretty good progress on that, honestly. And by the end of the episode, I'd say we got to a good point. Elena, one of her 2 hats she gave to her, which she held on to, and she got better and better. She got that witch apprenticeshipness, and she was in that article thing and talking about Elena and, reuniting with her, her love and all that. Actually, what was the exact phrase? I want to go back to that. Because that was something. Oh, she met a traveler and received the courage to fight alone and a hat. I like how they put those up like the same level. She got the courage to fight alone and a hat. Like, I don't know, that I can find that mildly amusing for some reason. And how she finally became an apprentice witch. And when I become a full witch, I'm going to see the traveler that I love. I mean, that says it all, doesn't it? So I do hope we get to see them reunite. That would be quite nice. Although I do wonder if she'll meet people in like a similar way. Like, I'm sure she'll meet more people on her journey. That's kind of how journeys go. But I wonder if it will be similar to this, that level of attachment and bonding over the course of a single episode, right? Or will Saya be like the one, you know, the most important person she meets on her journey that she eventually meets up with? Or will, you know, she have like a girl in every town, you know, whatever that phrase is at every port. Hopefully you know the phrase I'm kind of referencing here. But anyway, I quite liked what we got between Saya and Elaine. It was nice, this episode. You know, like, it really got to me in the feels, you know, the scene with the crying and the hat and all that. Like, yeah, I really can't be mad at her. I mean, she obviously was being very manipulative of Elaine, I hear, you know, but when it was just because she was lonely, you know, wanted to spend time with her, wanted to develop that relationship, that bond, yeah, I can't be mad at her. Maybe you can, but I can't do it, you know. And Elena obviously isn't mad at her. She didn't really scold her too much. She just kind of, I mean, she did the bare minimum amount of scolding, you know, let her know that that wasn't really okay, but we're still cool, that kind of thing. And the journey continues, so we'll see how it goes. It was a pretty great episode, really. I'm not sure if I like it more or less than the first episode. Well, I like it more because of the Yuri-ishness of it, I guess. But, you know, if we're not discounting that bias, you know, the episodes are, I think, about at the same level, you know. Probably. I'm just curious where we're going to go from here. Really, I think after the third episode, I'll have a better understanding, a better feel for kind of the general formula of the show. But I'm sure we'll meet somebody new every episode, and they'll have like some sort of issue we help with, probably. Probably something like that. But the only time will tell. We'll know next episode what to expect. But I really like this episode. I thought it was great. It made me really glad I'm watching the show, and I am definitely going to continue with it. So, yeah. Hopefully you'll continue with me. Thank you for watching, and a special thanks to Cnouki and Ryan for supporting the channel. If you enjoyed this video, I hope you consider clicking the like button and leaving a comment, because that's a great and easy way to let me know that people want more. If you want to do something big to help the channel, you can support me on Patreon and get nice benefits like early access to certain videos. See you next time.